let's go. What's up, everybody? Welcome to a new episode of the No Sauce Podcast. You can see we finally have a full crew. We also have a special guest. John is back with us. It's about dang time. We'll just say that. This is more important than Jazz games and watching the Jazz beat Anthony Edwards. And we got Big Ferg with us. First time in, what'd you say it was, 3,000 something days?
No, you've had the show
1,045.
3 years, 5 days, 1,095 days. You've had the show going. This is the first invite that I got.
Hey, you still didn't land the episode and year. You still didn't lead with that. We practiced it, and you still didn't lead with that.
I mess that up every time we intro. Do this. Season 5, episode 4. Here we go.
No, it's too late.
Get it on.
It's too late.
Music, and let's go.
Too late.
Fix it in the post edit.
I can fix it in the post edit. Like I said, that we played the music. It's all good. We're done. So, we brought Big Ferg on. First time. He's been, I don't want to say he's been begging me, but, there's been times he's hit me up. Like, anytime you want to hit me up and to get on your podcast, just do it. And so I decided to do it tonight. And, it's good we have John back. How was Florida, by the way? We'll start with you. How was Florida, by the way? Did you have fun in Florida?
I did have fun. It was cold. Cold, to say the least. It was before all the weather and crap came in. It's hitting the east right now, but it was still luckily it was 20-something degrees when I left Utah, so I was wearing a puffer coat. I had that with me down there, and I wore it half the time. So
what's considered cold, though? Is that 50 degrees, 60 degrees?
31 degrees in the morning.
In Florida?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but then it gets 65 during the day, though.
I think the hottest it got up was 56 degrees on the Saturday that we didn't go to the parks, and I was golfing, so I had a long sleeve, hoodie shirt thing that I ended up taking off. But yeah, no, every other day it was either raining on us or just cold. So,
wow.
Go to Orlando in January, they say.
Always pisses on the Challenge Cup. It's always a disaster down there when they're down there playing, right, in January.
Yeah, they picked the 2 worst months to play down there. It's they play the Challenge Cup in January when it's snowing, and then they play the Worlds in September, October when it's raining. The hurricane season.
Hurricane season, yeah, exactly.
Good scheduling. Great scheduling by them. Yeah, great scheduling. What's your wife do while you were golfing? Does she stay at the hotel and just chill, or did you go pay for her to get
a caddy?
Spa day?
She was going to be my cart girl for the day, and then I woke up. I had to be out the hotel at 8 in the morning, and she was still asleep. And I was like, "Just gonna let her nap. Just take a nice easy day." I think she slept until probably 10 or 11. Woke up, read a book, whatever, and then when I got back, she was ready to go. We went to do a little shopping, dinner. So relaxing day for her.
Oh. So. Did you get to hit all the parks while you were down there, or which ones did you hit?
We hit them all. Well, all the Disney ones. We stayed on Disney property, so we didn't want to venture out over to Universal this time. But yeah, no, it's I thought I looked at all these things and I was like, oh, it's a good weekend to go. No, they ended up having some collegiate cheerleading thing. Everybody was there. So
where did you get that it was a good weekend or a week to go? Because that sounds like you got it off some risky websites. They knew exactly when the cheerleading competition.
They knew exactly. Well, I was like, it's no longer winter break. Most families are back to school. Also, there were a lot of South Americans that were up visiting. A lot of Brazilians and Argentinians
Visiting.
Go
ahead.
Did you run into ice at the same time? All right, I know we're not talking.
Yeah. Really, I don't know if Disney World has ice in their parks.
Yeah.
It's a lot worse. It's a lot worse. Let me tell you.
See Mickey Mouse out there with a pair of handcuffs.
Oh my gosh!
So did
We're not even 5 minutes into the recording, and it's already
You're going to jail.
Yeah. Did you do the drink around Epcot thing?
I did the eat around Epcot.
Ooh.
Yep. Yep,
sounds
brat
fun, but yeah,
bratwurst in Germany, crepes in France, little burrito and stuff in Mexico. Yeah, we ate pretty well. The best though was the one night we ended in Epcot and it was freezing. That's like had my puffer coat on for that, and we ended up getting reservations at this French restaurant. Nice French onion soup to like warm you up. Can't remember. I think we got like a salmon whatever dish, just really good and hearty. And then we left the park right there, so we didn't have to like walk all the way back up to the front. There's a thing called the Skyliner that just took us right back to our hotel. And so if you ever go, it's my one little nod to anybody that's paying attention. If you're going to go to Disney, stay at a resort that's on the Skyliner line because it helps save you, quick access to two of the four major parks down there. So
thank you, our tour guide, John.
Yeah, I was gonna say, John, you might have missed your calling life, man. It's like a
dude. To be honest,
right
it'd be so much funner. Like I Sherpa the heck out of anybody that goes with me to Disney because they're like, well, I don't know how to do this. And whether it's Disney World to Disneyland, I got a system now that like depending on what you want to do. If it's food, we'll figure that out. If it's rides, I've learned how to game the lightning lane system. So
is that a word? Is funner a word? Is more funner a word? I'm waiting for the grammar police to come out there.
Listen, I don't think anybody on this call can be the grammar police.
Maybe
Big Ferg.
Yeah,
maybe Big Ferg.
I was gonna say he's the grammar police.
Outside of Ferg, that's it. The rest of us are just dumb as a box of nails.
And
dude.
if you haven't ever seen it, this guy instigates a lot on Facebook. Like you check out Alicia's post,
yes.
He will instigate a lot on Alicia's post, and a lot of it is just correcting grammatical errors on the posts.
Well, he has to compete with the person that's asking honest questions all the time.
Yeah. Listen. We'll talk about this. There's been at least 5 different occasions when somebody who's not been named has come to me and said, "Hey, will you proofread this post before I put it on Facebook?" It's more than one person. It's not just one person. I've had several people come and tell me that stuff.
Kyle, raise your hand.
Do you still get that now that they have Chat GPT, where now they can just, grammatically check it before they post it?
No, Kyle, because before Chat GPT, cell phones still had autocorrect. Apparently people don't know how to use that either.
Hey, I got fired for incorrect punctuation. There may have been a couple too many exclamation points in an email, and that's a real story. I actually got fired for that. So it's important. It's important.
Yeah, it's like you put too many periods or like a run-on sentence, you cause somebody to die. They stop breathing. Big problem.
Breathe. There's a comma.
Think about how many dumb people that we know from the good old softball world. Those people can't read. Hardly of them can even talk most of the time.
And hold on, just a disclaimer. Just if you're hearing this, we're not talking about you.
No, no, we are exactly talking about you. If you're watching this podcast, we are exactly talking about you.
I can't say anything because I can't read a bracket. I can't read a golf course reservation. I can't read like the rules. I don't remember to turn in home run tickets, so I got no comment.
Facts. Yeah, that's true too.
So yeah, I'm burnt there. I'm in that category. So it's funny you mentioned softball too. Yak sent us a link to I can't bring it up right now, but like a Facebook post. There was a video of Mark Zuckerberg talking to somebody else, and it was making fun of how much money somebody will spend this year in slow pitch softball. And I think the number on it was like 700 billion. Was that the number I saw?
Yeah, something like It was Trump and Zuckerberg having a conversation, and he was asking him, how much you gonna spend? And he's like, I don't know, 600 billion. Yeah, basically that was the attachment to that. So, but I mean, I feel like we spend more on the travel than we do the travel and eating and golfing and enjoying ourselves
and actually playing softball. Yeah, doing fun things.
Oh, wait, yeah, you guys are like most other softball players who spend money on the stuff they enjoy rather than paying for tournaments and stuff. That's it.
Well, I'm buying $300 new bats every single year.
Yep.
Yeah.
The bat
So
people,
stupid.
it's the swing.
It's so stupid. this influx of everybody's got to get a brand new bat every year. Like, dude, your bat's not even broken. Like, I mean, well, except for the people that buy them broken or break them in themselves. You know what we're talking about there.
Have them
But
rolled or shaved. Yeah.
yeah,
Not that
absolutely.
anybody does that.
Which is rampant. It's rampant.
We played in Elko last fall. No, what it was this past fall, right? It was September.
Stephanie's the last
Yeah.
Stephanie's, yeah.
And we played in the championship game, and we play this team from Reno that comes to that tournament every year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Old school Bucks. If you ever played the Bucks out of Reno way back in the day, it would have been the Bucks softball. Their B3 glass is what they come as now. But go ahead, Kyle.
Yeah, I mean, their infield was full of, I think, 50-year-olds.
And their outfield too. They had 2 outfielders that were 50.
Yeah, and these guys raked. And the bats they were using, they've probably been swinging for 10, 12 years, right? Like,
or more, yeah.
And all these young softball players are thinking, no, it's my bat that I need to change every year. It's like, no, just swing the same bat year after year after year. And
or at bat is what drives me nuts, dude. You can't even figure out your swing, and now you're grabbing a different bat with a different end load, a different ounce, like whatever, dude. You got to figure out how to hit the ball with one bat before you try to get all technical.
Yeah, but wait, let's qualify that a little bit more though, because USSSA doesn't allow that anymore, because you can not swing your bat for more than 2 or 3 years before they decide to change the stamp.
That's true.
Toast, and they all got to go away again. And at one point, you guys don't have like 50 some odd bats or something that I would keep around. I'd sell some of them. I'd keep some of them.
Mm-hmm.
Get rid of all those bats for like pennies on the dollar of what I paid for them, just because all of the stamp stuff, you couldn't use them anymore.
Yeah.
Well, and that's why, I mean, I don't really play U-Trip. The only time I play U-Trip is it happens to be a tournament that Chase is going to drag me to or whatever. But I mean, especially in Nevada, in northern Nevada at least, U-Trip's not a thing. And especially with them changing all that shit, why play it? You know, I can't even qualify for the Challenge Cup unless I go down to Las Vegas and play 5 tournaments, right? Yeah. And I'm nowhere close to Vegas. That's a 7.5-hour drive, right? Like, the Reno dudes have a hard time, so that's a whole different dynamic. But yeah, U-Trip, I don't like what U-Trip does, so I try to play other organizations and whatnot, NCS, AFA, and USA.
Yeah, I think U-Trip needs to be like sued for extortion, because honestly, the money that they charge for some of these things is absolutely ridiculous. Like, so on that point, you said you had to go to Vegas, qualify for Challenge Cup. Do they tell you, like, at the first part of the season, how many USSSA tournaments you have to play in order to qualify to be considered on the team? Yep,
absolutely. Yeah, it's something like you have to. It's like 3 qualifiers, excuse me, and then you have to play in like one of the 2 states, GSL, U-Trip, and something like that. I think it's 5. The number is 5. You have to play in to qualify for Challenge Cup.
And then do you get like a tryout, or is it just the coaches that just pick the team, or what?
I wouldn't know. I tried to be I actually tried to like spurn a northern, like, let's do some shit in the north and down south. Like, you know, we should have a D and an E team from both. And then it was like, well, you guys have to play in so many tournaments to qualify. It's like, okay, well, let's run some tournaments. I actually ran a U-Trip state tournament up in Elko. And then that director left and the new director came in, and I'm not spitting shade at either the former or the current USSSA director, but it just, everything's down in the South. That's just what it is. And to run tournaments up in the North, they ask how many teams can you guarantee? Like, I don't know. Like, let's run some stuff up here and let's get it going and see how many teams we can. I mean, it's just now you've got Golden Eagle Regional Complex there in Sparks, which was the largest turf complex in North America, I believe, at one point in time, and maybe still be when it first opened, especially. But you just now have USSSA tournaments being ran there, and it's by directors in California. And it's few and far between. There's 2-3 tournaments up there. And then to your point, as far as who chooses the teams, we haven't had enough up here for us to go, hey, we got this guy. There has been a few Reno teams that have gotten enough dudes together, Chad Kendall and some other guys like that have taken D teams, and they've taken some teams over there. I'm not saying that Reno hasn't done a good job, but as far as Northern Nevada is concerned, there's no USSSA presence, so it's hard to get a foothold to be a part of Challenge Cup. But once again, the way USSSA is going right now, I don't really give two shits.
Yeah, it's the same in Utah. Like they don't have any sort of tryout or anything. It's just like they pick the coach, and normally
that coach picks their friends.
Yeah, the coach picks their friends. Like there was a couple of years ago, I haven't played softball for like 3 years, so I can say this stuff. I'm semi-retired, but and Kyle and John both know that I give a lot of help to the current administration of the USSSA league. But yeah, they pick their friends to coach. Their coaches pick their friends to play. Nowhere near the best players that should be playing, right? There's no sort of tryout. They don't do any sort of like, Challenge Cup tournament where you put, like auto draft teams and put everybody together and sit and watch them. Like it's that easy. And that gets you more money too, because they got to pay, I'm sure they'll charge them $50 a player to do the auto draft, whatever.
But buy the uniforms.
Yeah, exactly. At least get the right people that need to be on a team. And I was never a good enough player to be on the team. I don't care. I didn't want to spend that much money flying to Florida, bringing my family down there. Florida's not cheap. And now they make you stay in that town or whatever in an Airbnb, and those are expensive as hell. So I never wanted to spend the money to go, even though what I got asked, I would have said no. But at the same time, I saw so many times that there were way better players that just sat at home that wanted to go play and had like voice that had been verbal that they wanted to play, and they still didn't get picked.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It's interesting. It's like you said, they pick a manager, somebody who's kissed butt. They've done their due diligence by playing in all those tournaments, but it's like, it's who when you know them. And yeah, kudos to the guys that do choose to go down, when they get asked or whatever, but like, it's not, like you said, we're not taking Utah's best. And that's the crazy thing about it is people that see people on a Challenge Cup think they are the best. And no offense, like you said, I'm older, I'm fatter, I don't care in a way, but like it's not the best, and you can tell it's not the best.
And you can tell where it is the best, right? Those communities that do put these teams together that are the best, that are really competing, and whatnot. But unfortunately, it's a popularity contest, just like travel baseball, right? It's like, hey, guess what? I'm the coach, so we're gonna pick my clique of friends. We're in that time of season, right? John, you're a part of that. Like that's that time of year. It's hey, last year I didn't like how it was. We're going to go start our own travel team, or we're going to go to this travel team, and now we're going to go do our our own thing. It's very similar. It really is.
Yeah. The other thing is the money too. Like I know there's some people that are probably really good players that can't afford it, right?
Sure.
I can't tell you how many times I get hit up for, hey, sponsor me to go to Challenge Cup. Help me out with this. Like, help me out with the flight or help me out with the hotel. And just like, I would love to, but no, like no.
There's no return on your investment there. Yeah, there's no return on your investment.
Yeah.
You make it to the big leagues.
Donation.
Yeah. No, and to your point, like travel ball and stuff. That's where I'm at now, and that's something I've made to try to prove or to make a point out here in Eagle Mountain, because there's not a lot at the time. There were not a lot of good teams, and city ball was kind of a joke. And so we tried to keep it cost friendly and give kids opportunities, because there are a number of good kids whose parents don't have the money. And I don't know. Luckily, we've been fortunate, but it was that same way, whether it was, here in Utah when I came down, or in Idaho with softball, right? Like, if you weren't part of the clique, you weren't part of, whoever, you got bypassed, you got overlooked. And then you move here and then you get overlooked because, you're the small guy, and the guy that hits you up on Facebook to add you sees you and he's like, oh shit, what did I get into? When get deep down inside.
You shut your mouth right now. I picked you up and we played for like years and we still played a little bit now.
This is how
you shut your mouth about that. I know who you're talking about. You shut your mouth. Yes, I was shocked at how small you were.
Reaction.
The one when I didn't say kick rocks because you're so small. So you shut your mouth.
Yeah. But you don't sit there and think that it didn't hurt my feelings when you were like, fuck this guy. Gah.
You didn't even know I felt that way until like last year. So you shut up.
I'm
Dude,
glad we could bring out the feelings. The holidays
known from
brought
the
out the
beginning.
feelings. I like it. Yes.
From the beginning, I knew, Kyle.
Yeah, I'm so mad at you right now.
I mean, you two do live fairly close to each other. You can take off right now and you can just go beat them up on the.
Dude,
yeah.
we should do that one of these times where like I will like drive over to Kyle's house mid podcast and just show up and like show him how to properly intro and outro a podcast
Oh, there it is. There it is.
in person.
I watched Old School the other night, and I was thinking KY Wrestling was coming out there.
What?
Nothing.
What?
Never mind.
Had a little brain freeze for a minute there.
Little
Yeah,
brain
hold
freeze.
on. Did we lose connection? Were we buffering? What the hell just happened?
Big Ferg said something about go over and beat him up or something because you're about the same size, and so the KY Wrestling from Old School just came out.
How does that the first thing that clicks in your mind?
I don't know. It sounded funny at the time in my head. It just,
It's okay. You're my boy, Blue.
Hey, like I tell my wife, dude, you got to think before you talk, dude. You
Yeah.
got to think before you talk.
Kyle was apparently thinking afterwards because after
my brain's gone. I'm sorry.
I think that beanie's on a little tight there, but
I mean, Purdue's getting their butts kicked by Indiana tonight, so that's fun. But
Indiana's done a lot of that this year.
so Ferg, tell us what you do. You've told me before you're in cybersecurity, and you travel all over the world, though.
Yeah. So inside cybersecurity, I kind of do a little bit of hybrid sales. So basically, when companies buy our product, and we're talking like really big companies, large government organizations, that type of stuff, they purchase it through a third party, basically a reseller. So think of like going to Walmart and you get Hidden Valley Ranch, right? Hidden Valley is not a Walmart product, but Walmart resells it. Same thing at a higher scale of cybersecurity. So I manage, they're basically called resellers. I manage all those relationships globally for my company.
Nice.
Basically, the idea is to try and get them to sell our product to their customers.
while at the same time I'm trying to sell against Ferg and his company.
Not.
Yeah. Well, we won't talk about our companies here on the podcast, but yeah, I'm pretty sure.
You guys just
pretty
stay
sure we
away
can
from
compete.
tires, and it's fine. Just stay away from the tires. That's what I sell.
Here's
So
the question: who has more miles, you or John?
Oh, he does entirely. Since before joining the company I'm at now, I was traveling 3 out of the 4 weeks a month all year. Like, it was ridiculous. And yeah, I've lost my status with both Marriott and Delta. So that's my goal, is to gain it back this year, though.
Good.
So.
Yeah,
What's your total mileage at?
His or mine?
Yours.
We're in the mid to high 7 figures, single 7 figures.
Holy crap!
damn.
Well, that's a bad thing because I need to use them. I never use them.
Oh, that's what you have banked up?
Yeah, that's what I have right now. Yeah.
Holy cow!
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've used mine
for you. I meant to. This is one of the subjects I want to break because you're 6'7", 6'7".
Oh, God damn it, Kyle.
I tell everybody that I was 6'7" before 6'7" was cool. All right.
There you go.
That I got in high school it has a 6'7" in it, and every time I say it, my kids bust out laughing at me. It's like, I had this since I was like 12 years old, so I was cool before it was cool. All right. But yeah, I mean, flying is not fun sometimes. I will say that.
It's the best.
Well,
You're 5-0, John.
Yeah,
He's 6'7".
Coming from the guy who couldn't get picked up on a softball team because he was too short. Definitely wasn't my problem. But yeah, I mean, it's sitting in an airplane, going to a hotel, traveling, everywhere as much as I have. There's one thing that's certain in this world, especially in the U.S. Everything in this world was built for somebody who's 5'10". If you're 5'10" and under, your life is so easy. You can shower in hotel rooms. You can at least wash your hair without having to bend all the way over to wash your hair.
Picture him like Will Smith and Elf, just
Yeah, exactly.
Will Ferrell and Elf. Get it right.
I mean, you can.
What did I say? Will Smith? Oh,
Will Smith.
my bad. Will Ferrell.
There you go.
Not bad.
Yeah,
Will What's this, the DEI Elf remake or what?
Yeah.
I feel like we're on PTI, and I got the guy in the corner with the laptop. Well, the correction is.
Yeah, Will Smith Elf. I guess that's on BET. It's gonna be on BET in December.
Okay, keep going on your adventures.
Yeah. So the whole 510 thing. So you can shower in hotels just fine. Don't have to worry about moving around in the water. You can sleep on the beds in the hotels because 9 times out of 10 they're only like 6 feet long. You can drive around in cars just fine without having to move the seat, move the steering wheel, and adjust everything. Like, this is a 5'10" world, and us tall people are just living in it and just hating it.
What kind of when you go places and you don't rent a car, what kind of Uber do you have to get?
I get XL everywhere I go.
Okay,
At least XL, yeah.
So the airplane thing, right? For you, I mean, I'm 6'1", so that thing's a problem. But the width isn't too much of a problem. The belly's a little bit nowadays. But dude, I mean, I hate sitting on an airplane. Like, I mean, do you guys sometimes just say hell with it and get 2 seats or what? Like, it's an honest question. I'm not trying to be a smart ass. Like, I'm just.
Why? I assume both you guys are aisle seat guys,
me
right?
and Ferg because I'm fat too?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Hey, first day on the podcast,
you
fat already?
Kyle, like, the
It's an
camera
honest
doesn't put
question.
on 10 pounds. Like,
It's an honest question. No, I usually I get one of two. Well, no, I shouldn't say I get one of 2 seats. I either get the aisle seat or the window seat, depending on the aircraft. Like, I actually look at aircraft that I could be flying on before I book my trips, right? Like, so
Sometimes that's the only 2 choices, though, is aisle or window. Like, I don't get it.
No,
Yeah.
I know that. But what I mean is, like,
those regionals.
my aisle, I can lean out over, into the aisle when they're not serving.
I'm an aisle guy.
Just hit
Shoulders
you.
up against somebody in the middle, and then at least on the window, I got something to lean up against instead of having to like sit straight up and kind of rub shoulders with the person in the middle. So that's it. Just depends on the aircraft. If it's 2-seater. Like, if there's 2 seats on one side and 3 on the other, I'm sitting in one of those 2 seats on the other side.
Gotcha.
Right. And sometimes if I'm lucky enough with my, Amex card, I'll get bumped up to first class, or I'll just buy a first class ticket,
Sure.
depending on if it's cheap enough, for where I'm going. So, but yeah, I always look at the aircraft that I'm getting on or that I could potentially get on before I book the ticket, because I know which ones have a little bit more leg room than others, and they're a little bit more. The seats are just a slight bit wider than others. So
I just learned how to do it. I don't fly much, so I just learned that was a thing like this last year. So, Ferg, what about you?
I don't have to book 2 seats, Danny. I'm not that fat. I am fat.
Do you have the seatbelt extender?
I sometimes have to get an extender. Yes, John, I do. Like, I can't sit in an emergency row.
So they do exist.
I couldn't sit in an emergency row. Sometimes I have to get it.
That's not something that you ask another person. I mean, come on, man.
On this podcast, we ask, we embarrass, we make fun of each other.
That's why I like flying on Airbus, like A220s or A320s, because I don't need that, because their seatbelts are a little bit longer than like a Boeing 737 are.
Oh, wow, you're that deep into the flight. All right.
Yes,
All right.
Kyle, you don't ask that question because have you ever seen when the stewardess hands out those seatbelt extenders? Have you ever watched somebody get handed one in their seat? It's like doing a drug deal on the plane. They're like some heroin.
They've got it like balled up in their hands.
Over to you. You walk
by. They have it in their pocket the whole way down the aisle. And as soon as they reach over you, they cover it with both hands like this, and then do like a secret handshake with the person getting it. Like, it's very discreet. They're very.
What do you expect them to do? Like, come down like the professor and like throw it behind their back, like they're on the N1 mixtape tour?
At least they hold it out there like you just handed it to somebody. I mean, you don't seriously. It's like they hold it on their side, like all crumpled up. Then they just slowly reach over, give it to you. And
do they ever not ask and just be like, I know you need this.
No.
Here, fat ass, take this.
That's like a lawsuit waiting to happen if that.
So here's an honest question though. Like, I know of a couple people, they actually bought their own extender, so they don't have to ask, and like maybe they got it bedazzled, I don't know, stitched with their name.
Can you get it through security?
Yeah.
What's security going to do? Oh, you're you're trying to be too safe and comfortable on your flight. We're taking this away. Like
seatbelts, they can have stuff, explosive shit in them.
Yeah.
what?
Belt buckle, Danny. It's not a.
I know. I'm just saying with security, dude.
Do you ever go to like Hot Topic to try to take one of those like belt buckle belts and like use that as the extender?
Hot Topic. That's where we're going tonight. It's Hot
I don't know.
Topic.
What's the other place? Is it like Spencer? No, what were those
Spencer's,
stores?
Yeah,
Spencer.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be another one.
Those were the days.
Yeah, we're going off the deep end tonight with this stuff. So
Yeah, we are.
Love it.
Yeah. Hey,
I
so
will ask sometimes. They'll never ask you if you need an extender. They will, that like I said, that's a lawsuit waiting to happen. I mean, that's
yeah. You know what's worse? And I've done this for myself. I've gotten the automatic upgrade to like Comfort Plus, and they put me in a freaking middle seat.
Yeah.
And I go back and I'm like, even for me, I'm like, I can't. Nope.
Yeah.
Just put me in the back of the plane. I'll serve drinks. I don't care. I don't want to be in that middle seat.
My last trip to Texas a couple weeks ago, like my flight out to Dallas was an early morning one. And I was sitting, closer, like rows 16, 17, something like that. So I get off the plane earlier. But then I noticed that there were seats that are empty, according to the seat manifest, when I was looking at it. And so I actually moved to the back of the plane where it was like a quarter empty. So like I had a whole row to myself. I tried to do it on my flight back, but then they kicked me back to my original seat, which, I mean, it wasn't bad, but it's like, why didn't you let me sit back here where there was possibly not going to be anybody there? That happens. That's kind of annoying. But if I ever get kicked to a middle seat, bet I'm looking at my stuff and I'm going back to my regular seat because there's no way I'm sitting in the middle. No way.
Well, sometimes they don't wait though. They don't tell you early. Like I've been in John's situation before too. Like when I've gotten an upgrade to, Comfort Plus, if for whatever reason I book like an exit row ticket.
That's why you don't upgrade to Comfort Plus. You only say upgrade to first class.
Well, here's the thing though. There's levels to this stuff. And I'm going to talk about all sorts of levels to the flight here that we're going to talk about here. So you can actually go on when you go to submit the upgrade request, and you can pick out. I either want aisle or window. Like you uncheck the middle one if you do that quick enough. Yep. But when John's talking about when you get either platinum or up status with Delta, you automatically, as soon as you book the ticket,
it's automatically.
Yeah, but can't you set that after the trip is booked? I thought you can. I thought there's a setting that you can, like your upgrade request, you can go in and edit that after the ticket.
After it's booked, though. Like, so what happens is, say I book a aisle exit row. By the time I click buy now, and the time that my ticket shows up in my queue, I will have already been bumped up to Comfort Plus. They just automatically do it. So if you happen to be in, normally if you catch it quick enough, you go back in and you can change it immediately. But let's say you get to the airport and you're thinking you got a exit row window seat, and all of a sudden you get a middle seat. There's also other times that they just do it right there at the kiosk too.
Yeah.
You'll be walking up the kiosk and you got your ticket and you haven't got your ticket yet. They're like, oh, here's your new seat. Happens to be a freaking middle seat. So
Yep. That's a hard pass. If they put me there, I'm taking 2 snacks when they offer it, and I'm asking for the whole can.
See, so to Kyle's point earlier, and I wanted to bring up the different levels of actually looking at the airplanes. So all the stuff that he does, I do as well, right? So I'm usually an aisle because I don't have to ever worry about the window. And what I'm talking about is the different levels that we're talking about, how we look at planes. You'll know after you fly in certain planes too, there are rows that sit in between the windows.
Yeah,
those are the worst. A place for you to like put your shoulder. Right?
Yes.
So you're sitting here like this, like crumped up like this the whole time. Yep. So on those flights, I'm like, hand up on the seat in front of me, or putting my hand over here on the wall, like because I'm just crunched up like this the whole time. So, so you got to do all the stuff that Kyle talked about, and you got to know which plane you're flying on to know, like, okay, row 14 has the little divider there that you can't put your arm into. Row 13 has the actual window, so you can actually lean out.
Yeah.
The maybe you guys know which aircraft it is, but there's a couple of I think it's an Airbus 320, like the older formation. They had it where one of the exit rows, there was literally 2 seats and then 3 seats behind, and that window seat had like two aisles worth of leg space.
Yeah, the Southwest planes. That's Southwest for you right there.
Well, I've done it on Delta, and I will tell you this: I do feel bad when I'm in that seat, which has been often, and somebody like you, Ben, Ferg, just walks right on by, and I'm just like, I gotta undo my buckle to get to my iPad that's all the way up here.
I don't know that Airbuses make that. I think it's just the Boeing planes that have that empty seat,
it?
isn't it?
I don't know. If you know which plane model it is, all I know is love that because I love space. I love my own little bubble and to not like.
I'm sure it's not a problem for you, John. I'm sure you don't. You get space often.
Usually I'm pretty good, but it's just it's
Hey,
extra nice when you get that.
As long as they let you on the ride, you're good, right? I mean, that's all that matters. And anything after that is good.
There's no too tall to ride this ride. Yeah.
Yeah, how about you just talk about those exit row seats? How about the most awkward seat on a plane of all time? And if you don't know, you might book this seat and actually sit in it. The exit row seat where they have the two seats and then they have the flight attendant that is sitting there facing you.
It sits the opposite way, like
right in your lap, facing you during takeoff and landing.
And you can't hide your device.
Couldn't that be good or bad? Could that be good or bad? No.
Always bad.
Always bad.
Okay. I've got my cell phone out. The video clearly states stow your mobile devices. Sometimes I have like a tablet out. Clearly says stow your mobile devices. Sometimes, like Kyle's talking about the seat extender, I've lost a lot of weight, but when I was really heavy, I used to need a seat belt extender, but I wouldn't get it because I was too sad about asking the stewardess, "Hey, bring me over some, a seat extender, aka the drugs that you're going to give me in my team." So I have not even had my seatbelt on. So having that flight attendant sitting there right in front of you, you can't do anything wrong.
Yep.
We actually, you know what? We got stuck on a flight like that where I thought it was a great seat. Like I'm just thinking because of the legroom and stuff. But then, they sat right across from us and it was really awkward. And I can't remember what it was that we went to, but we were stuck on a flight like that. I set us up real bad with those seats. So,
Kyle,
which seats are those so I don't get them?
It's on like a bigger plane where the exit is in the middle of the plane or like
gotcha.
right kind of back
in the front. And then typically there's a lavatory right there.
So we're talking like a big plane where there's a middle row and the side rows.
Yeah,
is that how big?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Right.
It's normally a cross country flight. You're not going to see him like puddle jumper from like.
It could be on a
Reno to
7 too, though. Like the 757s are a little bit bigger, but they're the skinnier bodies. But it's.
Yeah, so, the only I think I flew on like a DC-10 and a 757 back when I went to Hawaii back in '99 or some shit, but I haven't flown on a big plane like that. Well, I guess I went back to Iowa, and I don't know what kind of plane I was on. Maybe an Airbus. Don't know. I have no idea.
They don't have too many big planes that go domestically anymore because they got all these smaller planes that can, fly more flights and get further distances domestically.
So Danny, give me a call and I'll tell you after this, and I'll tell you what seat it was because Kyle's explanation of the plane to avoid was it's one of those bigger planes that has the exits in the middle of the airplane. Isn't that like 100% of airplanes?
It's not necessarily. There's two.
It's typical loading area is from the middle of the plane,
and then they have another one like a few rows back behind first class. You can walk into.
Yeah, so watch out for those airplanes with the exits in the middle, though. Those are the bad ones to sit on.
Oh, yeah, don't.
Those planes.
Yeah. All right. Enough about airplanes. We've talked a lot about airplanes.
Great conversation.
I will say that would be a really fun like comedy series of like following a crew that like services flights and stuff, and all the faux pas you see on flights, like people taking their shoes off, or the argument of like, should you lean your seat back or should you not? Or, the guy that snores, all that kind of stuff.
You need to. So for anybody watching, and I'm going to say this for you guys, since Cooper watches these guys all the time. There is an airplane stereotypes by Dude Perfect that they go through all of that.
Yep.
It is fantastic. Like it is spot on, hilarious, and all their stereotype videos are
pretty much spot on.
Much spot on.
And see, the funny part about sorry, Danny.
No. I was just saying I hate flying, so I try to avoid airplanes. So go ahead.
I was going to say, I mean, the funny thing is, and as much as I've flown, John, maybe you see the same thing, but as much as I've flown, like normally the people that are doing the weirdest things are people who have flown a lot ago.
Yeah.
They're like veteran flyers, It's not like people who just barely get on the plane are the ones taking their shoes off and like putting their hair back and all that kind of stuff. It's people that have done it for a long time.
Because we don't know what to do. I can speak on that. Like I get on a plane, I don't know what I'm like so nervous. Like honestly, like first of all, I don't like flying. I hate taking off, landing, like sweaty palms. Like I'm that guy, right? Like once we get up there, I'm fine. Say what?
You have to hold the hand of the person next to you.
Well, it depends on who the person next to me is, but that's another discussion. But anyway, so yeah, I'm not a big fan of flying. I mean, I'm just not. So I don't do those things. Like I get like literally, I don't lean my seat back until I look back, and if there's room, if there's maybe a child sitting behind me, then I'll bump it back just a little bit, right? Dude. Like I'm
you do the flight thing.
You're right. Like even the people in the airport that just look like they're camping for the weekend. I mean, these people are probably the people that fly the most because they're the most used to it. So when they get on the airplane, they're comfortable. I've done this 1,000 times, and I'm just like, oh man, I just want to land.
Dude, the craziest thing, and I know Kyle wants to change topics, and so let's be quick. But the craziest thing I saw, sitting first class next to Jim Belushi, he gets on, he puts on this mask, and then he has like this neck pillow that really just looks like it's strangling him, and his like face is all puffed up, and it's just like everything's covered for a 2.5-hour flight from Minnesota to Boise. As we're like landing, you can hear him talking to the guy next to him, and he's like, yeah, I popped an edible before getting on because I wanted to be just as comfortable as possible. And
that's all you'd have to do, Danny. Just pop a gummy or something before you get on the plane, and you'll be fine.
Yep.
Yeah. Well,
pop it right as you get to the airport, so you can get through security fine.
Sure.
And then
and then what do you do with the rest of them? Because you're not just packing one of them around with you. Let's just be honest. Come on now. Hey, Jim Belushi lives up in my neck of the woods, but
I was about to ask, what was Jim Belushi doing on a flight to Boise, Idaho? But that just answered that question. So
he lives there, but he also owns a marijuana whatever thing out there.
He lives in Southern Oregon. He lives outside of Rogue River, Oregon, is where he lives.
Okay,
which is about an hour and a half from my growing up.
Okay, all right. Well,
so there we go.
Good stuff.
Yes.
That's a lot of talk about airplanes. We talked for like 20 minutes about airplanes.
Dude, it's a very intimate topic. Like some people like flying, some don't. There's lots of tricks of the trade. Like we could go further into it. Like how early do you get to the airport?
Yep.
I didn't even have a real ID, and talk about getting chastised every place you're at. Like you ain't got a real ID. I had to carry around like a red tag and shit. Dude, I was just like,
passport, birth certificate, everything.
Yeah, man. It's like you're in like 1939 Poland, man.
It was like literally like
putting the stars on.
Most people were fine, but there was this lady at one particular airport. She was just like, just gave me my Y2s and what fours, and I'm like, I get it. Like I already got here. I'm on the way back home. Like I understand. Like I couldn't get a real ID. Like by the time I came through this airport last time, like I'm working on it. I get it. I'll get the little yellow dot or star or whatever. Yeah, I get it.
Should have somebody, some like a group of people following you with like bells saying shame every time you took a step.
I got caught for a random security search, and I'm wearing slippers in the airport just because I like to be comfortable. And they're like, "We got to check your shoes." So I immediately step out of my shoes, and he's like, "Whoa, put those back on." And I was like, "Oh, okay." So I slipped them back on. They literally took me through the side, pulled me around, whatever. And I'm like, "Hey, what's up?" And he's like, "Well, you've been whatever. Would call for a random search." So he walks up to me and was
profiled.
Like, and whatever. Yeah. I was profiled. I ain't making a big deal about it. But yeah, no. So he was like, "I'm going to check your shoes." So once again, I stepped out of my shoes. He's like, "No, you got to keep those on." I was like, "Don't you want to check them?" And he was like, "Yeah, hold on a second." And then he goes over and gets this little strip thing and like wands my shoes. And I had to ask him, I'm like, "Dude, like, what are you looking for? Like, what are you doing?" And he goes, explosives. I'm like, explosives? Like, I tried to give you my whole shoe. And he's like, nope, got to leave it on. And like, they have some little, whatever, I'm sure, big Ferg, but wanted me. And he was like, no, you're good. And then, on through the airport I go.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I mean, they thought you could put explosive slippers. What kind of slippers were you wearing? They have like high heels on or something, or what?
The Adidas ones with like the gel insole and stuff.
Not Walmart, dude, bro. Like $12.99 slippers,
They were
man.
ones.
Nothing crazy. Yeah, they just needed to wand them and submit that for the results. Like they stuck it in a computer and everything. I was like,
no,
wild.
Okay, Ferg. So since Reyes, commented on when this was coming out, and Berkeley, question who is this guy on when asking when I posted that. Let's talk some softball travel stories. Maybe one of your crazier ones. And John's camera just went out.
He's probably doing something that we don't want to see.
I'm going to take him off until he comes back. So it's just us three now until he comes back because he muted himself too. Oh, there he is.
Talking to my kid. I'm trying to be polite. Hold on, guys. Hey, are you heading to bed? Do you want me to have this conversation, or are you going to kick me out every time?
Podcast. We're a family here.
Okay, love you. Have fun.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Good job. All right, Ferg. Let's hear it. Let's hear like some crazy softball stories, especially. I don't know if we should say if they include Reyes because there's some crazy stuff that I've heard about.
Yeah, if you're including Reyes stories, we should probably.
Yeah, let's
get it. We have to put like a parental consent thing on our.
I don't know. I mean, just give us something. Like, let's hear something.
Dance monkey.
Hey, you got any good Wendover stories? Let me ask that. Yeah, you got any good Wendover stories? Nothing there.
No.
There might be some Wendover stories.
You guys might need to share some while I think about this. I know, John, you got some. Danny, you probably got some. I got
all right, we'll share.
I got to keep at least PG-13. I have some R-rated ones, but I'm not going to share those.
No, Danny and I will share from our trip to Goosetown last year when we won it. This is a crazy story, and Danny will have to help me out with some of this.
Uh-oh.
I mean, I can't even say how the weekend started because it would come off as I don't even know what it would come off with, like anti-Semitic. I don't know, like this dude
isn't.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead. I don't know where your train of thought is. So,
dude, he's going from KY wrestling to anti-Semitism. Like
we got up there late, or we got up there, got a campsite set up. Everybody's getting there. One of our guys shows up. He and another guy, they drove up together, shows up, and this other dude is drunk as a skunk. He's very vocal. He talks all the time.
I don't know that he was drunk as a skunk at that point. I think he's just that guy.
He might have just been that guy.
He's just that guy. Yeah.
I mean, he we're standing around the fire, and he looks at this dude that just walks up, and I think he just said,
Okay. I got where you're going with this. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So these. Okay, we get a bunch of dudes from Elko and some guys from Utah. Like we've got a team. Most of us know each other, but there's a few of us that have never seen each other before, right? Like we're meeting in the middle, kind of, right? So yeah, we roll up. A lot of people are rolling up throughout the day. Whatever. This fellow that we speak of, he's clearly an extrovert. Let's just say that. Good times. He ended up being kind of a pile in moments, a huge pile in moments. But came through in a couple others. But anyways, so yeah, he's clearly kind of a clown. Whatever. So two younger fellas show up from Utah. Once again, this guy is also from Utah. So I'm naturally just kind of thinking everybody's kind of knows each other, right? So they roll up. Couple of them like, hey, bro, what's up? Everybody, clearly these are the Utah dudes that we were waiting for. And this is like 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. So granted, a lot of us have been there, some of us a day. Like, yeah, it's been, we're there, right? Yeah, we're posted up. We're having a good time. So these guys roll up and everybody's hugging and whatnot. And then this dude like literally like, hey man, what's going on? And looks at this other dude and goes, you look like a dirty Jew. And just like looked away, and like everybody was like just dumbfounded. Like, what?
We're like, what did he just say? Like, did he really just say that?
Everybody except for me, because I think these two dudes are homies, right? Like that's what I would say, something like that to Sean or Damien, like, yeah, what's up, dipshit? Whatever. That's just what he led with. And find out to the next day that these two dudes just met at that moment in time.
Yeah, that was the first time they met. Like that was the first time they shook hands and whatever. Anyways, that's just the start of the weekend with this dude, right? Like he is off his rocker. So he's getting toasted that night. The next morning, he hung up something out of his tree, right?
He ended up totaling his tent at the end of the day. Like, there's no way, we don't have enough time on this podcast to tell you what he did, but at the end of the day, yeah, he totaled his tent. He puked in his tent. He pissed in his tent. And this was all a tent
bought for him.
It was bought for him and set up for him.
The team that was up there,
yes,
they were his parents. Like this guy was so toasted that the second game that we played on Saturday, we had to take him out of the outfield because he was so dehydrated because he had taken a gummy. He was gone. Like he
got beat on the same ball 4 times.
Yeah, he got beat bad, but he's sitting next to me, right, in the dugout. And this other team, I think, was from Idaho, just a bunch of guys that got together, tradition to play in Goosetown, right? They haven't played in a while, but a couple of them had beards and, dark hair and stuff like. And one of the guys, he yelled at, like, go back to Palestine.
Oh, I forgot about that.
So bad. Even the umpire came over and said, no, we don't need any of that right now.
Like, disclaimer for those that have tuned in, we do not stand by or
no, we do not.
We're not affiliated with any of these statements.
This is a horror, just a bad. Anyway, so a guy that was pitching on that team comes up to us later, and he's like, "I heard about what was said. He's lucky I didn't hear about it when he yelled it, because he yelled it loud. Like everybody heard it, the fans heard it, and they're like we couldn't even believe he said it." And, he tried to hit in the home run derby with a shaved bat that was bought for him, and he couldn't hit one out.
Well, none of our dudes could. That's a whole different story.
Holy cow, he was. Yeah, that was we won the tournament. He did his job at the plate when he was sober
a couple times, yeah.
But yeah, it just started out with a bang, ended with, I don't even know the words to describe it.
You've always got that guy, right? Like, you've always we've played long enough, right?
Extreme, though. Like we've got guys, but we've never had one that's gone that off the rocker.
Yeah. Well, maybe just the Nevada softball is just a bit different than the Utah softball. So I've seen that maybe a few more times than you fellas, I guess. I don't know. I don't know where you've been, where you've played, but yeah, I've seen that guy on multiple occasions. Not saying personally that guy, just proverbial that guy.
Like
right?
That. Yeah.
I've been on a field, had my wife come out and watch me play, and it was all awesome. And then the game got paused because a husband and wife, was a co-ed game, were sitting there yelling at each other, telling each other to F off from the dugout and the pitcher's mound. My wife, to that point, you wonder why like Mary doesn't come to games, because she had that experience, and she's like, it's not for me.
Well, yeah, you're right, and that's why they don't allow alcohol, and it's unfortunate because people act like dipshits, and it's just unfortunate for us that like to just drink beer and have a good time. It's because of those other idiots that think they need to pound a freaking bottle of Fireball on a league night. Like,
I will say this though, like Evanston a couple years ago, I can't remember if it was after. I think it was before COVID when we were Harmon Handyman. I think, John.
Yeah, with Cowboy.
Yeah, no, yeah, I think it was. I think he was there, but Reyes was up there playing with somebody, and he got crazy drunk and had the boombox, beatbox, whatever you want to call it, and he had the microphone.
Oh yeah, I've heard that story.
We played on field Ford, the one of the
Yeah.
championship games on and stuff. And he's back there announcing us as we're coming up. That's when he came up with Baby Mama for Brett Sato. That's
Yeah.
when that was the same year that they put on the message board that McSmall Dick can't, sucks or whatever. Like he effing sucks. And so he gets up and he's like, "Here comes McSmall."
Small dick.
It's like that's great. I could laugh. I ended up getting out because I was laughing so hard at him announcing that. Like it sucked, but
I remember that one
Those are good times.
because I think he was sitting there talking crap about me, and then I get up and I hit that ball out that like probably went off the guy's glove over center field, and he's like, "Well, I finally seen shits bigger than that guy hit one out," or something like that. And I'm like, well, home run, baby.
Jeez. Yeah, I now own that speaker, by the way. I bought it from him. So, yeah, it's
nice.
I'll take a picture with it, and I'll send it over to you. You can see it.
Oh, yeah, that's all we wanted was the nostalgia to come back. Just a picture of it, please.
Yeah, absolutely. After this, I'll send you guys a picture of it. I don't really have, the majority of the time I ever, traveled for tournaments, my family was with me, right? So I didn't really hang out with the guys a lot. It was mostly with my family and my kids. I guess the one time, and I don't even know, do we even mention names here, or do we keep it anonymous?
I say you put them on blast.
That's a you decision.
Put them on blast.
It's not even a blast thing. I don't even know if he's around anymore. I haven't seen him in years, but I remember playing for Paradigm one time at the overnighter tournament in St. George in July. And do you guys remember that guy, Jamie? I can't remember his last name. He was a pitcher. He was a pitcher for Paradigm forever. He had the black and gray kind of grizzly goatee, kind of heavier set guy. He was about John's height, maybe 5. How tall are you, John? 5'10"?
5. Thanks. I'll take that. That's it. You made my night. Okay, guys, I'm out. I'm 5'10".
I'm joking. I'm giving you the it's like if you ask a woman how old, a woman asks you, how old do you think I am? I'm not going to say you're 97 years old, which is only 40. I got to give you some.
I do.
So he was as tall as he is round. I get the picture of the guy you're talking about. Yep.
Yeah. I don't know if you remember him, but anyways, it was an all-night tournament. We were actually playing pretty well. We made it through Friday night. We made it into Saturday night, and then we played against Clegg Steel, if you remember them from way back when. And they brought out we were beating them 14-4 or something like that. And then in the third or fourth inning, they came out and they brought out these bats that all had American flags on them. Did you guys ever hear about that? And they instantly put up 27 runs in one inning. Every single bat they had an American flag on it. So according to what I heard, the bats were shaved. But anyways, before that, Jamie had drank so much throughout that whole entire night. So we started playing Saturday night at 10 o'clock. Was our first game for the second half, and then we didn't end until I think we played the third place game, and that when we played Clegg was at 6:30 or 7 in the morning on Sunday morning. And 3 or 4 games before that, he had gotten so drunk and he was throwing pitches all over the place, couldn't throw strikes. He was getting in a fight with our team about plays they're missing and stuff like that. And then he starts getting in a fight with the other team. Then he's getting in a fight with the umpire. Umpire finally throws him out, and this is at maybe 2 o'clock in the morning. So we're leaving. We don't have any idea what he's doing. And he came down there with me. I drove him down there. I had no idea where he went. Couldn't get a hold of him on his phone. So we're walking out of Canyons, right? You go up that long hill. Out on the right side, about 40 feet off the sidewalk, he's passed out. His pants are falling down a little bit. You can see his underwear stuff, not all the way down past the end of his ass, but you can see his pants. And he's just fully passed out in the grass, and not like I physically wanted to go lay down and go to sleep in the grass. Bag was off to his side. He was face forward. Luckily, his face was kind of turned this way. But yeah, passed out. And then he stood, so we went and got him. And this is at 6 o'clock in the morning. He's been passed out for 4 hours. Went and got him and picked him up. He had no idea what was going on. Felt like shit. He was throwing up the whole way home. It was absolutely terrible.
Gosh. Yeah, that's too much there. That. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's.
Some people are better at it than others. You know what I'm saying? You got to pace yourself. You know what I'm saying? You got to pace yourself.
Yeah, you got to know your limits. It's
Yeah.
You know, I can drink out and still play ball at a decent level. And it wasn't like we were losing. You know, we were playing well and in the winners bracket tournament. You guys know how hard that tournament used to be back in the day. I mean, all the good teams from Utah, Nevada, Arizona, they used to come up and go to that tournament. So we were playing really good teams. It wasn't like we were losing, but you just kept pounding. Fireball, beer, same thing.
Wasn't it when you went down with us? You went down one year with us to play in that. I think it was it the Super Bowl? I think it was the Super Bowl tournament, wasn't it?
Yeah, probably in January. Yeah.
Yeah, and because I think the memory came up this week on my Facebook, but you stayed with us the last night in that big old house that we were in Hurricane. Do you remember that? And I think you said you had to sleep with your feet off the bed because it was so small up there in that little, I don't know, play area bedroom that was up there. Do you remember that?
Yeah, it was me and Costco. What was his name?
It was Scott McDermott. Yeah.
That's right. I put it to them on Facebook. Yeah, I saw his picture. Something popped up the other day, and I was like, "Oh shit!" I slept 10 feet away from that guy. We had twin beds. We had twin beds. We weren't sleeping in the same bed.
Might as well have been.
Yeah. I woke up the next day. I was like sleeping there, and my knees hurt so bad because basically, like the bed hit me like right above the knee, or right below the knee, and so I had like 90% of from like the top of my calf to my feet off the bed. So hyperextending my knee all night long.
Yeah. Oh, that was funny. Good times.
Yes.
Another reason this world is built for John.
Yep. All 5'10" of me.
Yeah, all 5'10". John's gonna roll with that, dude.
Hey, what they say on the internet is true, so this is going up there.
Yeah.
Evidence.
Google ChatGPT. If we type in on tomorrow, whenever this comes out, I'll call it John from podcast. And then you're gonna say 5'10" because it came on here.
Exactly. Or I'm gonna go out there and take pictures and like put them into ChatGPT and be like, "Hey, take this picture, make me 5'10".
Well, I mean, you could do that, or you just take the picture like at a different angle that makes you look like you're 6 foot or 6'7". 6'7".
Why?
I swear.
Why?
Kyle.
I'm sorry. But
John's
he has 6'7" in his email too.
Right. John's been married too long to understand the glory of camera angles. He doesn't take very good pictures using those angles.
Oh yeah, listen. Well, I my wife has never been like the vain person that's always like, "Honey, we gotta take a picture." It's like half the like fun memories we have, and we never took a picture of it. So yeah, we are not experts at photo taking at all.
Is your wife taller than you?
Nope. No. Hell no.
Hell no. Oh hell.
I'm the man. I wear the pants and I got the height.
Danny, look at their family pictures. I think he's standing on a rock, so it makes him look like he's taller than
That's what I was getting at. Do you got the polio shoes on or what?
I do own Air Max 90s, so if you know your shoes, they give a little extra.
Right,
but no, like it's official. My soon to be 14-year-old is taller than me.
Wow.
Sad day.
You got to get those risers like Ron DeSantis, governor of Florida, was wearing around for a while. Those cowboy boots, man, make you like 4 inches taller.
Speaking of cowboy boots, you got some fancy cowboy boots you wear on your trips.
I do, yeah. Way too many. Yeah, that was my wife was extremely pissed at me for quite a long time because it was like every other week there was a box of boots showing up at the house. There was nowhere to put them. Like closet wasn't big enough to put them in there. Like, yeah, I went through.
Texas? Are you a Texas football fan? Like our friend Dame?
No. I'm more of a Tennessee Titans fan, unfortunately. But
okay.
Yeah, it got a little bit much. I've since given that up. I haven't got a new pair in like 3 years. So
okay, all right, that's good.
Yeah, I'm the opposite.
Story of boots though, they stick around forever, and if you ever wear them out, you just get them resold.
Yeah.
Forever.
Yeah, I mean, if you take good care of them, yeah, like
I used to do that with Birkenstocks.
Birkenstocks.
Wow.
Yeah, that's me, fellas.
Oh my God.
Shoes that you get to walk into a Subaru dealership and get a discount. You have a pair of Birkenstocks. That's
100%.
right there.
100%.
Well, see, it's the people with Birkenstocks that are complaining about grocery prices because they have to go to Whole Foods all the time. They can't be caught at a Walmart.
Or at Trader Joe's.
Oh,
It's more expensive at Whole Foods than Trader Joe's. Jeez. My sister wears Birkenstocks, and my wife just bought a pair of Birkenstocks. So it's about to go down. There's Whole Foods receipts and all this kind of organic bullshit that we're going to be eating.
Danny, did I ever show you? Did I ever show you the picture? The only time that Ferg and I ever took our families camping together, did I ever show you the picture in comparison of his trailer to my trailer?
It was just taken at the picture of my trailer was just taken with a better angle, Kyle.
Yeah,
Yeah, you got to use the wide angle lens.
Geez. He's got this massive fifth wheel, and you see my trailer, Danny. Like, you know my trailer. Like, no, it was unbelievable how much difference there is. I mean, he needs it for a big guy. He needs to fit, a big guy. So
exactly,
it's a big guy. Hey, big guy.
I mean,
the trailer needed to fit me, and not the other way around. I didn't need to fit in the trailer. The trailer needed to fit me.
Good way to look at it.
My trailer could have fit inside his trailer. That's how big it was.
Oh, now you want to get inside his trailer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not the only thing he wants to get inside.
All about angles, Danny. It's all about the angles.
Oh, it's all, like I said, all about angles. Same size thumb.
This took almost as bad a turn as me going with the KY jelly.
Yeah, there you go.
Except there was a smooth transition into this.
True. Very good transition.
True that. So we've gone for an hour. We've gone over an hour. My camera's probably going to give out here in a minute. So we're going to end this episode. Ferg, loved having you on. We'll have you on again sometime. Glad to have John back. It's always a pleasure to talk about how small he is. And Danny,
how big I am.
As always, pleasure. We didn't get a rail on the Dodgers tonight. I didn't
We'll
want
get
to.
there.
Ferg is
long season.
So
no need to. Kyle's just pissed off because his team can't keep the good players.
Jeez.
You can have Kyle Tucker. I didn't like him at all in Chicago, so you could have him. I'll take Alex Bregman over Kyle Tucker any day of the week and twice on Sunday. So, yeah.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I appreciate it, man. It's been fun.
Of course. Everybody,
go Braves.
Go Braves. Get out of here with that. And we'll end with that. Have a nice night, everybody, and we'll see you on the next episode.